James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First carry for the USC man. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
He may try and run from, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
To throw is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brady now on 3rd and goal. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Airing it out for Olsen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easy.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 50 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He finds his man, the tight end Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now first and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Wilson binds, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack on first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Again, it's Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
Pardon, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The two veterans there, Wilson to Olsen, for a Seattle first down.
35-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run it with Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
3rd and 3.
Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Levante David. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flushed out right. And Josh Hill has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
49-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize this strategic football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game. And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll let this, and got his man complete, and all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Let's go. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Brady now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Miller, incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brees Here's his throw on target to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze eluding the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt.
9-yard attempt.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive. Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and off we go from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
If you were me,
touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 73 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talked about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cleveland and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you're not built like that.
This is second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby. Tell me Jesus will.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, Look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Trubisky throwing complete to Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Packers' 26-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it second down and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not
necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once. So far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only did they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Let's go, come on!
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here's Lewis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, slant to Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Foles. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Foles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nick Foles finding Allen Robinson. And the Bears will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second and goal.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the press. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And left side here, it's Graham. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Bears turn that interception in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
The kickoff for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by... Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Murray now.
7-yard line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Josh Bynes. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
42-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 6-0 our score after one.
At the 12-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. It's a foot race. The 30. 10.
I need to get my sweating gear ready.
They will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Now Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
A.J. Green, incomplete.
It's out there, man.
Brings up 4th down.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the